Namaste and welcome back to the channel. I'm David and this is the host with the most.
I'm Bonnie and this is the Nerdy Magpie. Welcome. We're coming from sunny Dunlap, Tennessee. Pretty nice out today, but it's supposed to get cold again by Thursday.
I don't know what everybody's weather's been like, but we were having very warm weather last week, and then it rained. When was it? Friday, Saturday? I think it was.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, and it quit raining when we were going up to Maggie's.
Yeah, and then Sunday it decided to be very cold and windy. So.
And then today I think it's back up in the 50s, and then I think by Wednesday it's supposed to be 70, and then on Thursday it's going to be 39. Let's just say the flu is going around really bad, and COVID is going around.
Yeah. So
we're staying out of stores and, if possible, and different places.
You know, everybody says if you don't like the weather here, just wait a minute, and that's true of Tennessee. But my wife has graciously reminded me that the first day of winter was in December. Yeah. So really, we're just getting into the winter season. So
yes, but it still needs to get colder and stay cold for the bugs to go away for the rest of the year. Or we're going to have terrible fleas and mosquitoes and flies and whatever else might come along. Your dog is not being nice.
Well, he's decided to play instead of laying down, and Layla has joined in. Wyatt, that's enough.
You're going to have to.
Okay, Wyatt, lay down.
Layla Grace, go lay down. Sorry about that. Life.
So, I'll go ahead and let you get on with the show.
Okay, so let's talk about Bringo. I've been doing a magazine monthly challenge, Bringo. It's like bingo, and every day, I think it's Carolyn Zook has been the night before Eastern time. She calls out a number, and we have to stitch on that for the next day. So so I showed you last Monday, which was Nativity, but Tuesday was Advent, and I'm continuing to work on that, and it is Crochetti a Go-Go. No, it's not this one, does it? It's the small one.
Oh, it is the small one? Maybe it's that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have those in there, so I could stitch on all of them. And this is how much I got done. I'll have David put these on here. We actually need to get them all out, put them.
Yeah, we're trying something new, so just bear with us. I'm going to be the bumbling assistant, trying to get this stuff on here. As you can tell with my hands, I'm very bumbling sometimes, but.
Okay, so this is the very first day, and it is so we're doing this is the, let me get it out. Sorry. David will get a picture of it up, because this is kind of, okay. Move over, please. Thank you. This is the Christmas Advent by Crochetti a Go-Go, and I hope I have it the right way. Yes, I do. So I'm doing this one right here. So David will get a better picture of it up. But anyways, this is what I stitched, and I stitched all this green. We have to stitch at least 100 stitches every time she calls a number, unless the prompt says something else. So that's what I got done on there. Oh, I should. Okay.
It's
and
all
that
a learning
was
process.
In this project bag I made, and it's got the nutcracker. Really cute. Okay, this next one was Millie Elephant, and I stitched on. This is the folder I made for it. I didn't make it for it. I made it. But here is what I did on Millie. I'll hand this over to David. And I need to be opening up because I'm a happy planner girl and I've got everything written down. So for Millie, I got 100 stitches in and I completed, I do believe I completed this right here and these little things in here and maybe this. I'm not sure, but David will have a before and after picture. So there is Millie. And then the next prompt was something that's a travel piece. Well, I wasn't sure what to do on that one, and then I remembered that the Heritage Sampler by Plum Street Samplers has a boat, and you travel by boat. So let's see here, I probably just got 100 stitches on here, but I did finish up this side. So I'm almost down to the bottom here, and then I can go across, then I'll have to fill in the rest of this. This is my biggest whip still. I'm doing this for the 250th anniversary of the signing. Is it the signing of the Declaration of Independence? I can never remember.
1776.
So anyways, that'll be July 4th. I don't know if I'll be done, but I've worked on it anyways. All right, the next one is Oh What Fun, my Christmas stocking by Satsuma Street. Here it is. And we had to do something with flowers, and that has a flower on it.
Easier.
So I did this.
Hold this up.
I did this heart here, right there. So it's coming along. I love these colors. And actually, I don't have that much. I mean, I do, but not a whole bunch. Here's the heart here, right here, and then I've got joy. I think instead of the peace sign here, I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see it when David puts it up there. Here's the peace sign. I think I'm going to put another heart because I really don't like the peace sign. And then the flower and the angel and this, and then I'll be done. Just about done. So hopefully I'll have it done for Christmas. And this is in another bag that I cross-stitched, or I stitched. There's that one. And then got, I think this is one that, can you stop just a minute, please? I think, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the prompt said. I think the prompt said something, somebody had to roll a time decision or whatever, dice, whatever, and whatever came up, that's how many stitches you had to do. So David rolled it and I had to do 200 stitches. So I did a lot of his hat, and then I'm coming in with this color, the purplish blue, and I'm doing that because I like it brighter. That's what color she had, but I like it brighter. And then I have it in this winter bag I made. I want to apologize before I get out my last ones, but it seems like I get after David a lot while I'm doing this, and I don't mean to look like I'm being so harsh.
She's not being harsh.
It's just sometimes he goes a little faster than I can. Anyways.
That's my ADD brain.
So yesterday was a stitch that would want you to bundle up. And so I picked, I don't know the name as we discussed before. This one came from Finland, so I say elf feeding reindeer. And I got all of this greenery done. I enjoy it, but that's a lot of counting. So I'm glad I have it gridded, because I wouldn't have it, I would be all messed up. So there's that. And then today was something a magazine piece, and I worked on Memorial Park. And that's my daily stitch. It's by, and I got it out of a magazine, and I think it's just Cross Stitch and Needleworks, July 2014. And it is Memorial Park. And today was a doozy. It took me almost 2 hours because I had to keep taking out and putting back in because it was right on a page break right here. And all of this had to be counted just right and had to match up with these letters up here, and it was just a mess. So yes, I got 100 stitches in, but it took me 2 hours because I must have pulled this out 3 times. I'm about done with it at this point.
But it is looking good.
It is looking
very
good. And I'm glad to have it, and I'm sure I'm going to be glad when it's done because I really do enjoy it, but not that tree. I'm glad I got most of the branch in that tree. I'm almost to the edge of the tree right here. And once I get that in, I can fill in the branches and the leaves, and then it won't be so bad. So, coming very close to a finish on that one. And then, also every day, I've been watching Sun City Stitchers, the twin sisters, and they talk about a blessing sampler, so I decided to join in on that, and it's Frosty Tiny Town I decided to do, because I'd like to get these tiny towns, most of them, done this year. And I also seen Cross Stitch on the Hill. I seen her doing this, and I said, oh, I just love this. So, I didn't like that it was all white, because this is white, and as I don't know if you can see, but I've done little white snowflakes here, and they're just not showing up. And, like, you can't see the little hearts that are in the snowflakes if you don't stitch it. So I'm doing more of a Scandinavian colors, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's turning out so pretty. So I looked at it today, and I'm 48%. So it says I should be done by January 24th.
Nice.
And I'm excited because I'm going to make it into a drum. I need to look up some videos on that. Well, I was looking to do this one. I have all of these in a little folder, or like a clear page protector, and I ran across one that was in a page protector. It looked great, everything. I went to take it out, and because all our stuff, did I tell about this story
Last week. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't know what to do, and if anybody has any ideas, let me know. Look at this one on the back. Seaside Tiny Down. That'd be fun to do.
You have that one?
Yep. I have almost all of them. Because I love them. And I like stitching on them. I like it every day. Okay. So, I think the next thing I'm going to talk about is Katie, Jeremiah's mom, I watch her every single Monday. Her and Jeremiah, and I enjoy them. And she's been doing a peppermint purple sale all last year, and then she's decided to do it again this year. So I went on, and it's a sale you can join. You don't have to do it any year. You can do it forever, how long you want. But every week, the lady gives you a filler. She calls it a filler to fill in. And so most people are doing like individual squares and stuff. I'm doing one she had, and it's called Center Stage, Peppermint Purple Center Stage, and all of this is free. And so, and it's free for that year, and it's back stitch. So like Wednesday of last week, they did number 1. She brought out number 1, so you have to finish it by this Wednesday if you want to, and then you can start on number 2. She'll give you number 2, and I'll flash real quick what it looks like because it's free, but that's what it looks like. And it's just small. It's not very big at all. And so just take a few minutes to do. And I think, so I was going through my finishes yesterday because I'm trying, if you remember me talking about it, I'm trying to do maybe do some fully finishes on Sundays. And so I went through and I found this one I had finished 2 years ago. And it is the Temperature Quaker by Stitchin' Mommy. And I just love these colors. But the only thing about it is that this was the last full year we were at our house. And it makes me sad to look at it. So I was talking to David and I said, I don't know what to do with that one. And he said, well, why don't you make it like this was this was our old house. And I said, you know what I could do? I could do the peppermint purple cell and do the center stage. So what I'm going to do is put this in the center of all those other stitches. And then I'm going to make this, because more than likely we're going to be buying this house. I'm going to make all of this be our new house. So it's going to go around this. Now, she has colors that you can use, and she gives them right here. And I'm going to be doing it on 28 count like I did with this one. But I couldn't find the exact color. I don't know. This might have just been a small piece I had. I'm not sure. But anyways, I needed a piece that's 15 by 15. And she has all the colors. But I decided to pull the colors from here. Where's those colors at? You have them?
Right here.
And so I needed 12 colors. So I went through all the colors that I used in here. And
twist them up.
Yep. And these are what I'm going to be doing. And so starting, I don't think I'm going to do it today, but I have to have it, I'll have it done by, if I have to do 2 sections, I'll do that. But this is the color. This is not it. This is Memorial Park.
Nope. I wonder if Memorial Park has your colors. Because that was laying on the table.
I might have put, yeah, probably did.
Well, good thing you didn't stitch with them.
No, yep. I just know that one doesn't have that. Yeah, that's it. I thought that was a lot more than 12. But anyways, oh, I can't get this undone. This is not the place for you if you don't like zippers. Sorry. But anyways, here's the colors. I like them. I remember when I first started this one and I got the color, this thing of colors, and I'm like, I don't really care for that, but as you can see, it's just beautiful when you put them together. So I'm going to be doing that. So the very first one I'm going to start with is this color. So this will be for the first 4 weeks. First 4 weeks will be in this color. So I'm excited about that, and have it as the old and the new. So that'll be really pretty, I think. I'm excited. So, and I don't mind back stitching. I really like back stitching. So I'm glad. Thank you, Katie, for that, for enabling me, which I don't need to be. I have way too many things as it is. But anyways, thank you anyways. I have no finishes or fully finishes, although yesterday I went through all of my finish box and I cut down to the size I needed, and I went through and I thought to myself how I wanted them finished, and then I cut them down to the size I needed, and so those will be all ready, and I have them in season, so now I know how many Christmas I have and how many big ones I have, and I don't have a whole lot of big ones. So my plans for this week is to continue doing Bringo stitches, and hopefully I'll get a Bringo. I'm very close. Yay. I will show you what it looks like. Let me pull it out. So far this is everything that's been marked. I'm very close to a Bringo. So,
if she gets one, what do you get? Just the joy of getting a Bringo?
No, I think I'm not sure exactly. I do know if you do a blackout, which is every stitch, which I plan on doing, you can, they'll put your name in for a $40 gift card to 123 Stitch.
Oh.
I do think if you get a Bringo, or how many Bringos, they'll put your name in for a gift card to 123 Stitch. I just don't know how much it will be. But I could potentially get something out.
That's true.
Reward myself. I don't know
No,
with
I'll
what.
reward you.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to continue to do my Bringo stitches. I'm going to start on the peppermint purple cell. I'm going to continue on the blessing piece. And if you don't know what the blessing piece is, I think I said it last, but I might have some new watchers. A blessing piece is you start at the 1st of January and you try to end it by the end of January, or you can start anytime in January, just try to finish it by the end of January, and it's supposed to bless your stitches for the rest of the year. Sounded good to me. And I wanted to, so as you'll notice on the title of this Flosstube, there's do you want to tell them what we do
Sure.
every Tuesday or Thursday or Friday or
any day that we have gas in the truck and want to go to the dump? But we have a really good, I should not call it a dump because it's actually a recycling center, but you can bring your trash there, your cardboard, anything. So we have some really good recycling centers around us, and one of my friends, acquaintances that I met, works there, and he likes to pull out a bunch of stuff and they set it to the side. People can come by and pick up what they want. So we've gotten a number of things for the kids there.
And no, we're not hoarders.
No.
We're very picky about what we get,
Yeah.
but when we run across something, he might not know what it is, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
And then, like the other day, he came home and he had a little Barbie refrigerator, and it works, right?
Yeah.
It looks brand new, so he found that, and
Yeah, and we found one of those motorized bumper cars for
Little kids.
little children, and I jerry-rigged a charger up for it, charged it up, and it works just fine.
And then you also got a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Just the spoke was broke on it, but he can fix stuff like that. Yeah. So just little things like that that we try to be picky about what we get. But I did find something, and because we all stitch, I thought, and he didn't see it at first.
I didn't know what it was.
I don't even think he knew what it was, but
nope.
So I knew what it was. And this is very sad to me because somebody worked a long time on this and they just threw it out. And the way the material is and everything, I would say this was a grandmother that did this, or an older lady that did this. But it is a yo-yo quilt, and maybe David will stand up and show you all or something.
I can hold it up.
But it's a yo-yo quilt, and it was just thrown over to the side. Somebody just threw it out, dumped it. And you can see where she, of course, made the yo-yos. So you have to cut them around in a circle, and then you gather them up, and then you got to sew them together. And I was looking up, and you can see all the old fabric. And it washed so nice. It washed really nice. And she must have been saving these scraps forever, because there's some that are kind of repeated, but most of them are not.
Yeah.
And anyways, like here's one with polka dots. But I couldn't believe this was sitting over in the dump or over to the side. And it was raining that day, and it was getting all ruined. It was nasty. And so anyways, I looked it up to see, because there's no backing on it. And I want to put it on our guest room bed. And I was like, I don't know how, I guess I'll have to. So my friend Angie, who is Threaded Treasures, go and watch her if you haven't already. And she does quilts. And she said, well, look it up, Bonnie, before you go and ask at a quilt shop or anything. So I looked it up. And they said these were especially popular in the South. And the reason why they usually don't have a backing on them. And the reason being is it gets so hot here and so sticky that this is a light, airy throw you can put across you. I personally wouldn't do such things. I'll probably not put a backing on it, but I'll probably I'm thinking about getting like a white down comforter and putting this over the top, and then have them folded up, or I can fold it up whenever they're ready for bed, whoever's here. But I guess that's what they used it for, and they told how to make the yo-yos, how long it takes and stuff like that. But I thought, okay, so I guess I won't be putting a backing on it, and I'll just be doing that. But I just couldn't believe that somebody threw that out and just didn't care. And I was talking to my friend Angie, and she said, well, at least there's somebody that cares about it now. And I know, but just looking at the material, thinking about all this material she saved, and probably with somebody's skirts and shirts and maybe even children's material, I'm not sure, but just sad, just really sad that somebody would do that.
And nowadays it seems like this younger generation just doesn't care about anything.
I don't know about that.
Now our granddaughter Scarlett, you really got her into thinking about stitching and knitting and stuff, and she does, but like,
can I interrupt
Sure.
about something?
Yeah.
Over Christmas I was watching like TikToks and stuff, and I don't know, the older generation seems to be coming back, the younger generation seems to be coming back around, because I was watching TikToks, and they a lot of them did thrifted Christmas, and a lot of them like that old goose patterns and all that old stuff from the 80s. They're calling it vintage now, which makes us feel really old. But I'm thinking that they are coming back around. But
maybe to the style.
I think what happens is, and I've seen this, and I'm not, this is just I wouldn't say conjecturing, but it is sort of. This is just a hypothesis, or it's just a guess. But I think what happens is these elderly people die, and and their children get this stuff, and it's not to their taste, or it's not to their style in their house,
or they don't know what it is,
or they don't really care to have anything to do with it, so it's not making them money. It doesn't look valuable to them, so they just toss it because they don't know what to do with it. So hey, we'll just dump it at the dump or whatever. I think that's what's happening. But I think the next generation after that, like my daughter and stuff, I think they're becoming more sentimental about things and like the older vintage things. So
I guess I didn't necessarily mean collecting, like you passing on your cross stitching.
Yeah, now
there's a lot of younger people that are not into sewing, cross stitching.
No. They like the
tatting,
end result.
None of this.
They like the end result, but they don't like to do it themselves. So, yeah. I hope my children don't do that. Whoever's listening to me out there, don't throw my stuff away. Give it to a good charity. So, we have another thing. Well, there's two more things. Did you want to do this or this?
We can do what's in the box. I mean, I'm good with doing I'll just do it real quick. And you'll have to remind me of the lady's name again.
So I was watching, I don't know who I was watching, but she mentioned Jessie Marie Does Stuff is doing a new game this year, and she's the one that does the Whip Go game. That is, people have done for years, and she started that, I think she said 9 or 10 years ago. So, anyways, she mentioned this other lady I was watching said Jessie Marie Does Stuff, started a new game. And so I showed it to, so we went, David and I went and looked at it on Jessie Marie Does Stuff Flosstube, and she explained it, and
she does full coverage, which Bonnie does not.
No.
And she does it, she's doing it more like a
Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing.
Right. So, excuse me.
It's not Dungeons and Dragons, it's like it.
Right. So we took the idea, and I talked to Bonnie about it, and she doesn't do full coverage. She has different goals. Yeah, I know, I see them. She has different goals in her stitching and stuff, and so she wanted us to come up with maybe a game that she could do. So I thought,
he and I. When
right,
he says us, it's he and I.
right, and so she really likes the choose your own adventure type games, where you can choose
Or escape the room,
right,
or something.
And so what we came up with is a game, and I can show you kind of the layout. And it's like an asylum, and each room will have a whip, which would be her task to complete. She completes it, she gets a clue.
So a whip is my works in progress. He's going to
Right.
assign a works in progress. I've got 24 of them. So is there 24 rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, a couple of more than 24.
Okay.
But if she completes her task, she will get a clue as to
Don't.
the game.
Okay.
Because there's an ultimate goal in the game, is to find out something in the game. And so she'll get a clue. If she fails, then she has a pit stop or pitfall, which means she either has to stay there or she gets to go. I am so sorry, my throat's getting dry. She gets to go to a room and stitch on something that she don't like.
So is it going to have penalty
Yes.
if I don't meet the goal? Is there going to
Right.
be goals?
So like, she needs to do 150 stitches on this whip, and she doesn't receive it. Well, the next day she has to do 200 stitches in order to pass.
Okay.
Or 3,000.
Okay.
Who knows? I get to come up with the punishments.
And the rewards?
Yes, I am so sorry.
Okay. So he's working on that. I'll probably start that the 1st of February because I'm working on Bringo right now, and I have enough on my plate. That between that and the blessing piece, I'll be done with both of those the end of January. So then I can start.
Yeah, and in February we'll introduce it in a video, probably separate from the normal videos, and just go through some of the things so that you guys can have ideas. Maybe you like to do something like that.
Or you could join in.
Yeah.
You could
Sure.
join in. I mean, I just felt like this would give a boost to my stitching. So
Right. It gives her
All
something to
right.
look forward to.
So we're on 32 minutes, so we better move it along here. We're taking a little bit longer today than usual.
But that's okay.
But that's okay. It is.
We
Okay.
enjoy doing
So,
this. We
no,
enjoy
we're-
talking to you all.
We've got one more thing to do, and
What's
it's
in the
what's
box?
in the box.
There's the box, and I did tape it because the lid was coming off.
Oh, you did.
So
Yay.
I get to pick something
Okay,
out.
I'm not looking. My eyes are shut.
I might know what this is, and I might not.
He's pretty good about what things are. Just reach your
But
hand in there and
this
pick
is
it out.
something that she really enjoys. These are things that she enjoys, and so I'm going to show
Well,
these.
they're not only what I enjoy, but they're also what enhances my stitching, or might be stuff that maybe you all didn't think about. to
Okay,
use for
let
stitching.
me show you real quick. And they come in different varieties. Oh, that's not one. Those are. Okay,
Okay. Oh, okay.
I found a mustache. Not that I need it, but it does look good.
Okay. Well, these are friction pins, and I have seen more people say, "Oh, you got to be careful with these pins because they'll come out in the cold." I have washed things in cold water. I have put things in the freezer to see if that's true. And never have I had these come back. And you just run an iron on these. Now, it might have been true. I do know that when I sewed quite a bit, and I sewed doll clothes, they had those old blue sewing markers. Do you remember those?
Mm-hmm.
And those took forever to come out. And I think people, they kind of mix it up with these friction pins, because I have even erased with these friction pins, just use the little rubber eraser on top, and these come right off, and I've never had them come back. So, anyways, so I this is how I this is how I grid my fabric, and I have no problems doing that. And my friend Angie, the Threaded Treasure.
Yeah.
Okay, she's the one that showed me how to grid, because it just was not clicking for me. So that has saved me I don't know how many times. I do not stitch without gridding my fabric.
And she has a lot of friction pins.
And I do. And I went on Amazon and looked for, because I hate to just have these and just throw them out. So I wondered if they had any that were refillable, and they sure do. So you can buy the refills if you go on Amazon. And so these have worked for me. I use them on my project bags when I make them. I mean, I use them on a lot of things. And I never have had an issue with these, ever.
I even use them. My daughter and son-in-law bought me for my birthday.
Take those out, put them upstairs.
Okay. Bought me for my birthday I can't remember, I think it's called a Rocket Book. And you download an app on your phone. It uses friction pins. You can draw in there, and then using the app that you download, you can scan the page, and it'll scan that into your phone, and it categorizes it for you and everything else. It's really neat. Yeah, they are very nice pins. They write well. They erase very well. I can attest to that.
So this is a must in my cross stitching.
And even if you don't cross stitch,
in my sewing,
they're
quilting,
very
whatever.
You can use them for a variety of things.
Yes. So, okay, well, that's it for us today, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.